Thinking about AMC and the state of the markets in the past 18 months, there's been a lot of talk about a recession and how that could be a good thing for our business because it would mean that hedge funds which are potentially over leveraged may end up in a mess when their assets which they are long on end up going down. That's one very interesting way to think about it, but it just hit me the other day when we were discussing about the new Minions film. Why don't we look at the other side of the equation? Maybe it's not the hedge funds which are going to get hit hardest by the market downturn, or maybe they will not be the rise of us, I should say. Let me explain what I mean. So the first thing that I want to look at is this, talking about is Hollywood recession proof, coming from EW.com. We're not going to read the whole article because we simply don't need to. I just want to summarise what we have to see over here. So if we look at what we saw back in 2009, the box office rose by 0.6%. That's one key statistic that we want to look at. Now, if we have a look down, if I can find out the main part, we're looking for the area where they speak about generally in times of economic uncertainty like this. In times of economic downturn, we have seen an increase in box office attendance in 6 of the 8 last recessions. And this is because people are seeking relief in forgetting about their problems, and the movies is a very cheap way to find entertainment. So quick and easy, very cheap, people want to go. And that's one way that we should be thinking about AMC, because what is this going to have when it comes to impacts on our revenue going forwards? Especially now that we have so many great movies coming out anyway. Again, with the hardship which a lot of people will be facing, perhaps this will work to our advantage in this industry. And especially in a time where a lot of stocks are going to be very red, if we do see a recession actually come in, we're going to be seeing a lot of red in the market. And if AMC is green, it will stand out and it probably may attract more investors. And even if they are fundamental investors, it doesn't matter. It still means that the price should be above where it is currently. Now, the second thing is some theory. It's coming from Twitter. When it loads, it will tell us that's coming from the user which name is listed here, saying good news, AMC is better positioned to weather the recession than most. They are already or have already raised money, so thus don't need to dilute shares or borrow money at a high interest rate during a recession. And movies tend to do well in a recession because it's cheap entertainment. We've just looked at that part. Now, of course, there are going to be costs like food, utilities, labour costs, so wages for the staff that are going to raise because of inflation and the price of things going up. But there are of course going to be positive and negative factors working together. When you have an overly shorted company like this, it won't trade normally like other stocks with less short interest. As we have seen, spikes happen when hedge funds cover, short ladder attacks, and this so-called bear raid that we are seeing. Now, we are doing great considering. Shorts wanted us in single digits by now. And don't forget that, okay? Because it's one thing to say that the price is as low as it is, and that is true. And it's one thing to say that we are here from a technical event, a short squeeze. But really, it doesn't matter why the price rises. At the end of the day, we're looking at a situation now where whatever you think to AMC, whether you like the movies or not, I think it's almost undoubtable that the price should be a bit higher than where it is right now. In my opinion, by a factor of 2 at least, but that is just my view. Anyway, it's been another short video, but I did want to quickly bring that to you guys' attention. Hope you did find it as useful and informative as I did. Hope you did understand what we were discussing. With that being said though, I'm going to see you all later on for more, but for now guys, it's goodbye.